look, we already know, get on your purpose, work hard, focus, change your lifestyle. We know this stuff, but it's the detailed stuff that we have to remember to do. You can get the plus of having a better life, being healed, of actually moving on and not wanting her and not looking back. That's where we're trying to get. You gotta sometimes just say F the pain. You gotta sometimes say F going through this again. F dealing with her. F being with a girl that's not for me. Don't focus on getting her back because you don't need to worry about that. We don't want her back. Leave her for the streets. Don't go try to pick her up with your vehicle. You better let her pick up a taxi damn near a Uber. Get you some rollerblades and find your way with a scooter. What is up, my BBoss baddies and my Batman fellas? It is your girl Bosana. Welcome, BBossArmy. So as you guys can tell by the title, today we're going to be talking about how to make her regret leaving you. Now, I know it's not easy. Definitely, it's like, oh yeah, you got to just go ahead and do this, move on. But honestly, guys, there is tips around that can actually still help you guys. So hopefully I can tell you guys some of those that can help you. And of course, I'm going to try to give you some new stuff, different stuff to help you guys as well. Because I know it's hard out here. All right, y'all. I hope I got you guys. I'll try my best. Okay, so with that being said, go ahead and check out everything that is on my screen. And y'all, I just dropped a new video on my new YouTube. Well, you can kind of still say it's new. But on my other YouTube channel, the link is down below. And please just click on it. Subscribe to your girl. Make sure you leave a comment, like, all that good stuff. And do it to this video as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So we start from 3, go down to 1. So that means what? You gotta watch until the end to get the number 1 thing. All right, you guys. So number 3 on my list is be completely unbothered. There is no need for you guys to still hang on to a woman that left you. So let's just focus on that idea, because when it comes down to moving on, some people just jump to it. It's normal. Like, I've been through enough breakups myself, but we just kind of jump into, okay, I have to be distracted, but we still have to accept what happened before, right? We have to accept what's going on now. We have to accept the feelings, the pain, you know. And even though you being a man, if it means you have to be closed doors and not show your face to your friends, your boys, or whoever it is, if you have to go MIA, or you have to, you know, be around your guy and say, hey, yeah, I did really rock with her, but it actually hurts. Let it be. The whole idea is to just get it out, because you can't try to just jump into changing your whole complete life and not expect to go through the actual pain that you feel. If you actually cared about this girl, and I'm assuming you did, because I would not expect you to be watching my video, but if she actually left you, that's gonna hurt. And that's just in general. Anybody that gets left, it's gonna hurt them. So now we accept it. Now that you're accepting it, we can go ahead and be completely unbothered. So everything, let's just say this before I don't have to go back so I can get it out now. Everything I just mentioned, just remember the whole idea is to get out all the feelings. Do the process before. I know it might take some time, but try to fast forward it and then go ahead and move on to being completely unbothered. And so the completely unbothered is going to be the ways that she can see your lifestyle. That's where you have to make sure you are unbothered. So you're not making posts about, oh, I want her back, about women, about relationship. You don't care. You don't care that she's gone. That's the whole idea. You have to not care, because she's going to be bothered now that you don't care. But the whole time, you know, she didn't really care about you. She wasn't really there. Where were you at? Where were you at? She doesn't want to ask herself that because she was never there. So the whole idea, you guys, is for you guys to go ahead and ignore her, treat her the ways that she's been treating you, and completely be unbothered. I said in the beginning, those are the hard things to do. We got to go through the emotions, but you got to take the baby steps. After getting through the emotions, do little things every day that make you happy, and keep yourself, of course, distracted by other things that make you happy, that keep you going. If it's family members, like I said, if you're hurting a bit, you can't keep trying to hide it all the time. And I'm saying you can't keep trying to hide it from running from it. You have to actually acknowledge it. Just don't let her see it. Everything else, let her be. But also, you guys, another thing that you guys have to remember, be careful who you're around, who's the boy. I know you guys are guys and you guys don't go through the same things as girls. And girls, you know, we're more of the we run to our friends type of person. But overall, you guys still have to be careful what you guys are telling another person, another family member, especially if they have contact with that girl that you guys were dealing with in the past, because you never know what you said to her to him, and they went ahead and went and told her. So be careful when you're moving on, because if you try to fake it too hard, or you try to act like, oh yeah, well, I can do this better, but we know reality is that you can't. And this is just in general, could be the people that you're around all the time. They just know how you are. They know what your lifestyle is. Certain circumstances that are going on right now, she knows what's going on. So if that's the case, just remember then and there, then you have to be careful. You got to not say nothing. Wait until you actually go through it. If you got to do other things as well as see a therapist, do it. Like, that stuff helps you. Remember, if it's social media, that's where you want to make sure you're unbothered, where you're not watching your stuff. Like I've said in other videos, that's why I don't want to keep going into, because some of you guys already know that. For those who don't know that, just brought it up briefly. The social media, she's going to be watching. So just move on with your life and make it look like that. Don't focus too much in the current moment where you can't physically move on. But if you can make it look like you're moving on, hey, fake it until you make it when it comes down to women, because that's the only time you really should be doing it. But like, real talk, you guys, you really need to take your time. I know it sounds bad, but you got to hurt, feel the pain, and then you can actually show you're unbothered. So the best way is really to just give some time to yourself. And it could be just disappearing for a little bit, focusing on yourself. Okay, so number 2 on my list is have more fun in life than you did while dealing with her. When you have been dealing with a woman that did not even love you enough to stay with you, that's when you have to remember that that's the disrespect, that's the mistreatment. If you guys have the love that's going on, that's so strong, even if you like her a lot, you have to really say F that. And that's how you have to strongly feel about it. So start having hatred and anger towards actually having love for her, actually wanting her so bad when you're not getting treated how you should be. So if you guys get to that point, now we can move on back to the number 2 with having fun in life. Because you have to accept what she did to you is hurtful. It hurt you. It made you feel ways, and that's okay. We're gonna all go through breakups. Not every single person that didn't get in a relationship and stuff like that, but we do catch feelings for people. We do get let down. We do get mistreated and led on. Like, this is real life. But we have to also remember we have real feelings. So we have to feel the real feelings instead of trying to always run away from it. And that's from ignoring it. Like I said, acting like it's not there, okay? Because you want to have fun. You want to get to the point of going back into the regular routine. If it was a wild life or a fun life or just being busy or just going out and doing outdoor things that you love. Like, those are the things that you have to bring back into your life to make beautiful. And then you have to find other things to add to your life so you can be able to move on from her, because now she's left you. And yes, we're trying to make her regret losing us, but you have to make sure that you are in check as well. Your life is in check as well at the same time. Don't get too caught up in the mix of trying to make her regret leaving you so bad that you forgot about yourself, that you are distracted from your own self. And that's what can happen a lot of times. You guys are so focused on this whole idea. Look, we already know, get on your purpose, work hard, you know, get on the things that you probably never would have did. Focus, change your lifestyle. We know this stuff, but it's the detailed stuff that we have to remember to do, because this is what's going to get us through things. This is what's going to allow you guys to get her to regret losing you, but then you can get the plus of having a better life, of actually being healed, of actually moving on and not wanting her and not looking back. That's where we're trying to get. So have fun. Stop getting so stuck on, oh, well, I've been hurt by her so much and, you know, she's did me so wrong and I just can't move on without her. Don't do that. Go ahead and try something new, okay? Go ahead and do something different. That's where it's going to hurt her the most. Oh, you're living life. You're having a better life. You're doing great without me. You're okay without me. You're moving on without me. What? I left you and I thought you were going to follow me. That's her energy. I thought you were going to come after me like a little pup. That you were just going to be the guy that you were this whole time that just followed me around. And that's exactly why she's expecting you to go and do things that's going to be out of character, or do things because you're hurt or because, you know, you want to get back. But that's not the whole idea that we're trying to get at. We don't want to do that. We want to move on respectfully, peacefully. We want to actually enjoy life and get treated right by another. And that's that positive energy you guys also have to have going on. After you acknowledge your feelings, if you start taking steps to have fun, do the things that you enjoy, do the actual hobbies that you were doing before, those things are going to change the game for you and then the game that you have with the woman. And you see how I didn't even talk about her right there? I didn't talk about, oh, that's going to change the game for your ex or the girl in the past. It's going to change the game for women, because we're not even worried about her no more. Now that, you know, she might regret losing you, and yes, we're supposed to move on and not try to make somebody regret losing us. Now that she does that anyways, just from you doing these things, you have the future to look at. And the future is going to be filled with plenty of women that you probably never even expected. But it's like levels to it. Know the steps. and go through it. Don't try to skip. It's going to catch up to you. And this is how it catches up to you when you deal with the same woman, or let's say you deal with that woman, right? And as you continue to deal with her, you still will get hurt. You still will get treated bad. But yet, oh, I have to choose her as number one. I'm not going to say no more. I don't even want to say no more. You guys know what I'm trying to get to, you guys. Leave these girls alone, especially the ones that left you alone, okay? Leave these girls alone that left you alone. You don't need that type of energy, that type of negativity. Anything you can call it that's bad, you can call it that. Leave her alone, okay? Let's go ahead and move on to the last thing on my list. And if you guys have an idea what this last thing is, go ahead and comment it down below. And you guys, while we're doing that, you guys, if there's other videos that you guys want to see, I feel like I said you guys in like one sentence, but technically did it. Wow. You guys. Well, I guess, you know, you guys are my guys. You guys are my homie. You guys are my brothers. Like, you know, this is how we tie, right? No, but real talk, you guys, in the meantime, go ahead and comment down below if you want a part 2 and other types of videos that you want to see. And with that being said, let's go ahead and move on to the number 1 thing. Let's see if you got this number 1 thing. Some of you guys really be good at it. If you're not that good at it, try today. Okay, number 1 on my list is love another girl better. Now, remember better, because I'm going to get to better real quick, okay? But listen, let's just take this in, because I know some of you guys are like, well, I don't even want to focus on another girl, or how am I going to love another girl while I'm hurting? Okay, did I say baby steps? I said baby steps. Let's not act like we're not human. Let's not act like there's not certain stuff in life that we want. We want love, right? It's not going to be always. Some guys are going to be like, well, I'm going to be, you know, a guy that doesn't want love ever. Some guys are like that. It's okay. But at some point, he's going to have needs. He's going to have wants. And this is going to require a woman if you're into women, right? So now that that's going to happen, of course, if you want to be the one to still have those needs fulfilled, you're going to have to deal with another woman, right? So eventually it's going to get to that point. So if you don't want it to be now, I'm just letting you know later on, even though when you're so focused on yourself, there's going to be a time where you're going to think of that woman. And it doesn't mean you have to be serious. It could be just strictly sexually. But there's going to be that time. And that's just naturally because we're human, right? So now back to referring to this love another girl. You can do it sooner or later, but because you're trying to make her regret the fact that she actually left you, now you got to kind of do it sooner. And it's better that way. She's going to be shocked that you moved on. How dare you get another woman? How did you get another woman? What? Confused. That's how she's going to be feeling. But now when we go back to you, look at what's happening. You're actually stepping out, doing things, dealing with different women, and you're actually doing the part of moving on. And this is the beautiful thing about moving on. Maybe you guys, you know, are relatable to this. I feel like everybody can relate to this. But the beautiful thing about moving on is that it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. But if you're actually doing everything that you are supposed to be, as far as actually being active, then there's going to be a reward at the end. You know, the satisfaction of actually moving on. And for some others, it's going to be, well, now that I don't want you, now you want me. There's going to be different satisfaction. But just the best part about moving on is like we're forced in that situation to move on oftentimes because we're in a situation where somebody doesn't want to be with us. So now that we're in that situation due to being forced, just don't be desperate. If you allow yourself to not be desperate, you can get through moving on, and you were forced to do it. But the beautiful thing is you were forced, you actually did it, not that you wanted to do it, but the end result is so beautiful. So I hope you guys were following me that whole time. Just a little something I had to say. But back to what I was saying, love another girl, it's gonna get to her. And when I said better, to focus on better, you gotta love this girl better. Not to say be a simp and be thirsty for a girl, but go out, meet a girl at the club. Go to the bar, show her off. Maybe you met a fine girl. Don't look like a simp, but there's certain stuff that you guys can do. Don't be the guy that's doing, you know, the most, oh, you know, look at this girl, showing her off. Or, you know, don't be the guy at the event that's trying to make his ex feel away, and you're over here with the next girl, ha ha ha, being obnoxious with a laugh, and over here trying to touch her, be close to her. Like, yes, those things can help you, but first of all, if you're dealing with a girl that's bougie, a girl that's not all that with that, a girl that's mostly the modern day, it's not gonna work. And then on top of that, you also have to remember, how are you coming across? Are you just coming across as desperate? As I said, don't be desperate. Now you're just doing too much. Now she's looking at you and saying, oh, he's trying to make me regret losing or regret leaving him. You see? She knows it. She knows it. You guys can't stop showing it. She already knows it. You guys be showing it to these females, and they be already knowing what they do when they leave you. They know that you're hurting. They know you're going through it, and they just expect you to go ahead and do exactly what she's going to do. And most times you guys do it. But I'm telling you guys right now, if you really, really want to make her regret leaving you, then you don't do it. And it's as simple as that. You got to sometimes just say F the pain. You got to sometimes say F going through this again. F dealing with her. F being with a girl that's not for me, that treats me like shit. You got to say F all that. And then say, I'm going to just go through it. It's not going to be a nice time. I'm not going to enjoy it most likely. But make the best of the experience, because you have to go through it regardless. And if you don't have to go through that exact situation, you're still going to be going through hell with her, because she's not going to treat you good. She's going to treat you bad. Like, bad. It hurts me to say it, because it's like the pain that girls will put you through, is it really worth it if you stick around? It's not. Okay, so love another girl so she knows that she could have got treated like that. And that's how they start feeling. Well, you know what? I could be getting treated like that. I could have got treated like that. Or I should have stayed in that situation to get treated like that. But here's the thing. Regardless if a woman doesn't even want you back, don't focus on getting her back, because you don't need to worry about that. We don't want her back. Leave her for the streets. Don't go try to pick her up with your vehicle. You better let her pick up a taxi damn near a Uber. Get you some bicycles, or, you know, get you some rollerblades and find your way with a scooter. Top of that, you want her back. You don't need all that. Leave her behind. Leave her for the streets, and make her feel the pain of all that she felt. And of course, that's going to be with showing love to somebody else. If she didn't give a F about you completely, then she might not feel it for real. But the thing is, women are competitive. Women do want attention. Women want all these things that we already know, these little things. And so it's kind of difficult for them to not actually feel the pain when they're going through seeing you with another woman and getting treated better. Not saying they will feel pain, but it's more so like jealousy happens. Women are very jealous. Okay, so it's going to be like, even if I don't want you, why are you treating her that good? Or you never treated me that good. Even if it's faking it, even if she's a rebound, just do it, because it's really going to help you get through. If you don't make her regret losing you, at least you get the whole moving on. At least you get to actually do things that are actually going to be good for you and beneficial for you, and actually be with the woman that's for you. Okay, so I really hope this video was helpful. So with that being said, go ahead and check out everything that is on my screen, and you guys will see me in my next video. Bye guys.